important in reference to history and the lies and tricks of these people. All these abuses that they have done to me was their attempts of trying to discredit who I am biologically and who my biological parents are. Which means, first of all, they denied who I am, even though they were involved in kidnapping me from my mother and father's mansions. And don't forget, they tried to kidnap me from the studios in Hollywood several times. Don't forget that, too. And in reference to their activities, they don't have nothing on me in reference to anything that I've ever done wrong. They're doing all this stuff claiming they're trying to get something on me in their ways of entrapment and torturing me and mutilating me and damaging my face and teeth and my ankle. They've been burning my ankle again, too. And the fact of them stealing monies. And my mother had it on record in reference to who some of these people are. And the fact that they, somebody say, okay, in reference to Beverly Hills Police Department, they know he got kidnapped from his mother and father's mansions in Beverly Hills. Why aren't you saying, hey, man, we got to get him back to his mother and father's mansions in Beverly Hills? Why aren't you saying that? Why aren't you doing that? That should be first fucking priority. And if you couldn't do that, another first priority is delivering monies to me. Because it's your fault and other people's fault that I got kidnapped from California. That's just the bottom line, and there is no other way of looking at it. And it is a violation of other cities and states that had allowed these people to have kidnapped me from California. Like when I got kidnapped from California, all the other states should have been, oh shit, wait a minute, that's Doris and little Walt Disney's son. I'm little Walt Disney, I guess you'd say. And I'm also known as little Doris, because I performed as a little girl too in movies and TV shows when I was little, even though I'm a boy. I've performed in movies and TV shows as a boy too. But anyways, I'm the son of Walt Disney and Doris Duke. Walt Disney Sr., right? You guys have that on record? Is that what it says? Hello Biltmore, and hello Getty Museum, and hello Hearst Castle, and other places. But, in reference to the situation, why isn't it the first priority? They'll say, oh, when they kidnapped you, they thought of something. You thought of something. Under a hostage situation. Under a slavery, abusive situation. You thought of persecuting me along with the hostage holders trying to persecute me. And you claim to be in law enforcement or government? See, that's not going to work. That's conspiring. I'm not talking about the Beverly Hills Police Department. I'm talking about whichever person, any person, whomever it might be. Whether it's somebody from there, somebody from here, somebody from over there, or over there, or over there, or anywhere. First priorities of facts. Factual information. The media is required to go public with the information of who my biological parents are. I own the media companies of my parents, and I am ordering it to be publicized in the media. Anybody blocking it can get fired from the media. That's the bottom line. No ifs, ands, or buts. Basic. Anybody from the janitor to the television programmer, anywhere. First priority. Very important in reference to priorities of importance. But, in reference to these people and them kidnapping me, when my mother had already had court cases against Indiana for holding me hostage and kidnapping me from California back in the 80s, the name of the people that was involved has to be revealed. The factual history of what the problems are has to be directly acknowledged. Somebody will say, well, they thought this, they thought you'd be a Hollywood. No, we're not playing your psychic premonitions. Never been involved in drugs, not going to be involved in drugs. You can't blame me for what somebody else does. You can't blame me for what somebody else is carrying. I don't know what anybody's carrying. I don't do a body search on people, but I'm supposed to have security in the future that Anybody that comes over to my mother and father's mansions would have to have, a body search or whatever. Or, certain types of doorway detectors or whatever, like airport or something. But, in reference to the information, this is so important. The fact of the information of financial monies that my mother and father had on record as standard quality of living. And don't forget, these satellite controllers injuring me and damaging my face and teeth, they're trying to get away with that. And that's, I'm not the same DNA or same genetics as these people, but their race might have those types of certain problems, and my DNA is different than theirs. So they must get prosecuted for trying to put their diseases or health problems on my race and religion. These satellite controllers and their crimes and their human testing abuses and activities. But, in reference to, back to the point of my mother and father having documents and standard quality of living or standard financial living, that's monies I was supposed to have on a daily basis. And it is written down. And the Treasury has that on copy. They have that on record. I want that publicized. So people will be like, oh, okay, we see what the problem is. They're blocking him from his money. They're holding him hostage. They're doing this. They're doing that. They're making up this. They're making up that. They're grabbing him and burning his mouth on jobs with handheld lasers, sneaking up behind him and tasering him and then sticking this thing up on his face, and it's burning his mouth and teeth. Now, don't forget, they have no criminal record on me at all. I've never done nothing criminal. At all. Ever. And these people have tried to call me a junkie, tried to call me trash, when these people stole from my multi-trillion-dollar parents. Don't forget who my parents are. And don't forget what my parents owned, because I am the owner forever, no matter what anybody else ever says. So, in reference to the information of these people trying to play their lifetime or lifestyle switcheroo hostage game, I never signed on for anybody's tricks. Not going along with it. Every day's been a hostage situation. Every day's been defamation of character. Every day has been abuse. And these people have to get prosecuted and sued for every single day. The activity of their abuses, the activity of them denying my identity, they should be thrown out of law enforcement, or they should be thrown out of government for trying to confuse my identity. My birth records have been on television the whole time of who I am and who my biological parents are. And it needs to be addressed in the media. And I own the TV stations and networks of my mother and father's companies and my grandparents' companies too. And in reference to people cock-blocking me, damaging my teeth, because girls don't want to go out with a guy with damaged teeth. Everybody knows that. And my teeth are documented. And these people have been damaging my teeth. And I'm not gay, not going to be gay, not never. So in reference to the satellite man damaging my teeth and face, they must get prosecuted for attempts of murder, defamation of character, their activity of misleading people, where they would make up accusations about my teeth from them damaging my teeth. And the activity of these people doing these things, they must get prosecuted for their activities. I'm not playing their tricks. I'm not playing their games. I'm about to sneeze again. So, in reference to the activities of government, and this man claims he was checking my teeth by smacking me in the mouth, checking to see if I had dentures by smacking me in the teeth and face over 1 billion fucking times. There's 86,000 seconds in a day, plus. And this man's been hitting me in the mouth, claiming he was checking to see if my teeth was real. And he broke 5 of my front teeth. Now we need the FDA to provide some information of how many times the FDA has sued this man for his illegal search and seizure of my mouth. It tells you don't look in my mouth with your satellite. It says don't touch my face or teeth or mouth or anything, government man. It says don't ever touch me. And that's what it fucking means. And don't forget, these people have done all these things, making up accusations on me. And I have never been involved in any of their drug tricks or any of their government tricks or any of their criminal activity of any kind. And those people need to go to court. And in reference to me traveling when, I'm supposed to be at my mother and father's mansions, we need that put on the news. Like when somebody says, oh, we want him to come over, or they want him to go to his mother and father's mansions. Well, because that's where I'm supposed to be. Now, it only takes 24 hours to send anything in the postal mail anywhere in the country, pretty much. And within 24 hours or 48 hours. So if somebody was to send something in the postal mail, it should only take less than, if it's priority mail, it'd take less than 24 hours. Or 24 hours to the postal mail. Such as something important, like money, checks or credit cards, or an itinerary of travel. Somebody say, well, and in reference to other cities and states, governors and mayors can make statements publicly and say that, that I could be over there in that city and state and they'd be nicer to me than the government in Indiana has been. Meaning they wouldn't terrorize my life, they wouldn't burn me with satellites, they wouldn't trespass into my life. We need governors and mayors to acknowledge in reference to other cities and states where I'd have better privacy and better freedom and access to monies or, because the lawsuits. All 50 states have to sue these people that are holding me hostage. They have to sue every one of them that's been damaging my face and teeth. And it is a requirement of factual business laws and deeds laws in reference to my parents owning property in all 50 states and in other countries too. Anyways, there's a lot of things to talk about in the future. And in reference to the cock blocking tricks, these men that are cock blocking me, holding me hostage, they need to name every female that they are interested in. They have tried to steal my life, my rights, my freedom, and they've slandered my character. So in reference to females that know me, or females that want to date me, or females that want to be around me, or friends, or whatever, these government men need to make a statement about which females those men wanted to date. Now, of course, it's up to those females whether they're interested in any of you or not. And that's their own choice. But in reference to, meaning like, in reference to a female liking me, and then these men are trying to make claims that those are their girlfriends, and then they're blocking me from having girlfriends, we need to know the names of all these females that are tied in with these men, because I don't want nothing to do with nobody's fucking, dirty tricks of any females. So, they need to, they'll say, oh, all the Hollywood girls. No. I own the Hollywood display on the fucking mountain. The Hollywood sign, I own that. I own the studios. I own other historic landmarks in California and Hollywood and in America. You can go out and date whoever the fuck you want to date if they want to date you, but I'm not gay, not going to date nobody gay. I'm not no guy, gay guy. I'm straight, not gay. And in reference to females that I would date, there's a certain criteria of females that have to meet a certain standard of criteria for me to date them. And if you're interested in those girls, but then those girls aren't interested in you, those girls can put you in prison for terrorizing my life and you terrorizing their life, government man. In reference to females that I would be interested in if they were interested in me, just depends, whether there's a mutual history of, friendly relations with females. So, in reference to this government man and his activities blocking females from dating me, and he was trying to claim he was doing an investigation. An investigation on what? You tried to call me gay and you were blocking girlfriends or females from being my girlfriend? That ain't no investigation. That's a hostage crime. And you damaged my teeth because you were trying to make up lies to entrap my life with your fucking accusations of shit I don't do and would never do. And you made up lies in your tricks. And you caused me damage on my face and teeth because you are a terrorist. And you're a liar and a con artist in your political position or government position. You need to go into court for your fucking crimes. And no, I haven't received any monies from anywhere. I haven't received any lawsuits from anywhere. And I worked at the Indy 500 track again today. And in reference to, police stations have to file lawsuits against these people too for the crimes of them physically assaulting me and the brutality of dirty government. I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates forever. And in reference to anybody in government blocking me from my rights, blocking me from having relationships because they wanted to make up gay accusations is what they were trying to do. And they damaged my teeth because they wanted to call somebody a junkie. When my dentist is one of the most famous dentists in America. And he's been my dentist for over 40 years. Your government agents need to go into court, man. 40 years plus. My dentist has been my dentist for over 40 years plus. He was even my dentist when I was in a coma when I was a little boy. And he worked for my parents, too. And he worked at the studios sometimes in Hollywood. Role protocols in the media, 24 hours a day. It's documentation of my identity and who my parents are. And there has to be court cases against these government men. So, in reference to these men, and if you're trying to block people that are on the friends list that my mother and celebrities had put their name, my mother had talked to celebrities and they had put their name on a call list for me to contact them, or they were trying to contact me. Some of them might have been holding on to monies. So in reference to the government intercepting any of those fucking phone calls, you need to get prosecuted for your crimes. And then the satellite man will say, oh, he didn't think you needed money. He didn't think this. He didn't think that. He didn't. No. That's not ever going to work, man. I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates. I've never done nothing illegal with money. Never. And you have to get prosecuted for stealing monies and making up financial accusations to steal or to squat on monies. You must get prosecuted. And court gates are on record. So in reference to people squatting on money, when there have been court dates of these government people losing to me in court, or any of these people, there's court dates when I was supposed to have received some money. I haven't received anything yet. And they damaged my teeth really bad today at the Indy 500 track. Anybody see which ones did it? The satellite controllers or whichever government man was doing this stuff? Oh, and today's date is, let's see, 5/14/2022. All right. Yeah, let's see what time it is. Let's see. Anyways, it's like 8 or 7:45 p.m. Indianapolis, Indiana time.